Welcome back to one of my favourite lectures. It's called Fantastic Fats. As we determined earlier in the week, fat is not the enemy. In fact, fat is an essential nutrient in the body. But because there are some fats that are dangerous for the body, I think that has caused all fats to be lumped into the same basket. So I'd like to define the fats today. To do this, we need to go a little bit into chemistry, but I'm going to make it really easy for you.
We've all heard a lot about fats in our diets, but not everything we've been told is true. For years, many people have been led to believe that saturated fats are the enemy of health, while processed vegetable oils are hailed as heroes. But what if I told you that everything you thought you knew about fats needs to be re-examined? Today, with the guidance of Dr. Barbara O'Neill, a seasoned herbalist with over 40 years of experience in health research and education, we will shed light on some important secrets within the nutrition and pharmaceutical industries. By understanding the incredible healing power of natural oils and learning how to avoid the harmful effects of processed oils, you can transform the way you care for your health. In this video, we'll explore the remarkable benefits of saturated fats, a type of fat that has been misunderstood for decades, and reveal shocking truths about the industrially processed oils that many people use daily. If you struggle with digestive issues, liver conditions, or pancreas health, this is your chance to hear Dr. O'Neill's crucial insights on the most beneficial oils for you. Even more, by the end of the video, we'll reveal one oil you should avoid at all costs if you care about your health. So let's dive in, starting with our first topic, the benefits of omega-3 fatty acids and their essential role in your body.
I'm going to begin by showing you the omega-3 fatty acid. Omega-3 is a fat that we hear a lot of, and the reason for that is that it's an essential fatty acid. You might often see it written like this, EFA, essential fatty acid. What essential means is that the body cannot make it, you have to put it in. Whenever you read the word essential, that's what it means.
The first type of fat Dr. O'Neill emphasizes is the powerful omega-3 fatty acids, a type of polyunsaturated fat that plays a crucial role in our body's functions. These are known as essential fatty acids, EFAs, because, as Dr. O'Neill explains, our bodies cannot produce them on their own. We need to consume them through our diet. So what makes omega-3s so special? To begin with, they are vital for cardiovascular health, helping to reduce inflammation and support brain function. Perhaps most impressive is that omega-3s have been proven to lower triglyceride levels, reduce blood pressure, and even help prevent cardiovascular disease. This makes omega-3 an indispensable part of a healthy lifestyle.
And what are we told is the highest source of omega-3? Fish? And yet no creature can put omega-3 into their fatty acid chain, only plants can. So why are fish so high? Because fish are eating a one-celled algae that is high. So you can do superior to fish oil. You can get your omega-3 by foods, by plant foods. Flaxseed is the highest source of omega-3. Flaxseed and linseed are basically the same thing. Chia seed is the second highest source of omega-3.
According to Dr. O'Neill, fatty fish are the highest sources of omega-3 fatty acids because they are in a form that your body can easily utilize. Unlike other sources of omega-3s that require conversion before being usable, these are readily available. But have you ever wondered where fish get their omega-3s? The answer lies in small, single-celled algae. That's right. Fish accumulate omega-3s by consuming these algae. While fish are not the original source of omega-3s, they serve as the only animal-based source for these essential fatty acids. Fatty fish such as salmon, sardines, and mackerel are often celebrated as some of the richest sources of omega-3s. An interesting fact is that omega-3 deficiency has been linked to numerous health problems, including depression, anxiety, and even attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, ADHD. This shows that our bodies not only need omega-3s to function properly, but a lack of them can lead to significant issues. For vegetarians or those who prefer to avoid fish, you can turn to plant-based sources like flaxseed, linseed, and chia seeds. As Dr. Barbara O'Neill highlights, flaxseed is an excellent plant-based source of omega-3 fatty acids.
In flaxseed or linseed, chia seed, there are 3 double bonds in the 18-chain fatty acid. So there's 1, 2, 3, there's another one there, 1, 2, another one there. So we've got the hydrogen atoms here have gone, the hydrogen atoms underneath have developed an electromagnetic field between them. So we now have 2 more kinks in the chain. So what this does, it produces a very thin oil, a very fluid oil. And flaxseed and linseed, chia, they're known for their blood thinning effect because they're such a fluid oil. This oil is called a polyunsaturated fatty acid. Poly means more than 1 double bond. Unsaturated because there's some empty spots in the fatty acid chain.
Other sources of omega-3 fatty acids, such as flaxseed and linseed, offer unique benefits. These seeds contain alpha-linolenic acid, a type of omega-3 fatty acid classified as a polyunsaturated fat. Alpha-linolenic acid consists of an 18-carbon chain with 3 double bonds, creating bends in its structure that make the oil thinner and more fluid. So how does this relate to blood thinning? The secret lies in alpha-linolenic acid's ability to convert into compounds known as eosos, which help regulate blood pressure and prevent blood clot formation. According to a review published by the Mayo Clinic, consuming foods like flaxseed can lower the risk of blood clots. Simply put, eating flaxseed or linseed may reduce the likelihood of developing blood clots, which can lead to heart attacks and strokes. Thinner blood flows more easily, reducing the risk of blocked arteries and helping to prevent serious health problems. Blood thinning also carries additional benefits, such as lowering blood pressure, reducing inflammation, and preventing conditions like deep vein thrombosis.
In the fish eats ALA in the one-celled algae. In the fish, ALA is converted to EPA. In the fish, EPA is converted to DHA. And then man extracts DHA and says, this is superior because the DHA that the cell uses is already available for you. You don't have to wait for the body to convert this to this to this. But if 3 double bonds is sensitive to light, heat and oxygen, how sensitive is 6 double bonds? And I question the ability to extract the DHA and not have it exposed to light, heat and oxygen and thus destroyed. And the fish that are the highest in DHA are also the highest in mercury. And of course the DHA, being a fat, is found in the fat. And so I believe it is much safer and much easier just to get your omega-3s from the flaxseed or the chia seed. Our waterways and our seas are very polluted today, and it's difficult to get fish oil that is not contaminated.
When docosahexaenoic acid, DHA, is extracted from fish, it is exposed to light, heat, and oxygen, factors that can damage its sensitive fatty acid chains. It's important to note that DHA has 6 double bonds, making it even more susceptible to breakdown than alpha-linolenic acid, which has 3 double bonds. This means that DHA may not be as effective as we think, because the extraction process can destroy the very substance we are trying to supplement, docosahexaenoic acid. Moreover, DHA-rich fish also tend to contain high levels of mercury, a toxic substance that poses risks to our health. Remember, DHA is found in the fatty tissues of fish, which increases the risk of contamination by environmental pollutants. For these reasons, you might consider skipping fish oil supplements altogether. Instead, flaxseed and linseed are excellent sources of omega-3s, providing alpha-linolenic acid, which can be converted by the body into eicosapentaenoic acid, EPA, and docosahexaenoic acid, DHA. Before we move on, if you find this information helpful, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to our channel. We are dedicated to bringing you the latest in natural health information, and your support helps us reach more people with this valuable knowledge. Ready? Great. Now let's dive into omega-6 fatty acids.
Sunflower contains omega-6 fatty acids. It is also an 18-chain fatty acid, but the 6 indicates the position on the fatty acid chain of the first double bond. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's its first double bond, and there are 2 double bonds in this fatty acid chain. Here's another one here. So we've got hydrogen atoms along here, hydrogen here, hydrogen atoms along here, and all along the bottom. And we've got 2 repelling actions here, always under the double bond. So that means we have 2 kinks in this fatty acid chain. It's not as thin an oil, but it is still quite a thin oil. This is also given the name polyunsaturated fatty acid. Poly meaning more than 1 double bond. Unsaturated because there's still empty spots on the fatty acid chain.
Sunflower oil contains omega-6 fatty acids, which are made up of an 18-carbon chain. The number 6 indicates the position of the first double bond within this fatty acid chain, counting from carbon number 1 to carbon number 6. In this structure, the first double bond is at position 6, and there are 2 double bonds overall within this fatty acid chain. Here is the position of the second double bond. Along the chain, you'll find hydrogen atoms positioned above and below the double bonds. This structure creates 2 bending forces beneath the double bonds, causing the fatty acid chain to fold into 2 distinct bends. While sunflower oil is not as thin as some other oils, it remains relatively fluid and easy to use. This type of fatty acid is classified as a polyunsaturated fat because poly means it contains more than 1 double bond, and unsaturated refers to the remaining open positions along the fatty acid chain where hydrogen atoms can still attach.
Let's have a look at the effect of double bonds on the body. It creates an electromagnetic field, and that's important because we are electrical people. Our nervous system, our brain is an electrical system. These double bonds are heat sensitive. They are also light sensitive. So the heat and the light are drawn or attracted to those empty spaces on the fatty acid chain. They also act like a magnet to oxygen. As a result, when you eat this food, your electromagnetic field is ensured. You're able to manage heat better. You're absorbing more vitamin D, more light. You're absorbing more oxygen into the body. Remember oxygen, the most vital element needed for life? Remember oxygen, cancer cannot live in the presence of oxygen.
As Dr. O'Neill explained, omega-6 fatty acids have 2 double bonds that create an electromagnetic field, interacting with our body's electrical system and enhancing the function of the brain and nervous system. These double bonds also assist in temperature regulation and improve the absorption of essential nutrients like vitamin D and oxygen. What's even more remarkable is that studies have shown omega-6 fatty acids can promote the production of anti-inflammatory molecules, helping to inhibit the growth and spread of cancer cells. To back this up with scientific evidence, a review published on the Harvard University website highlighted that omega-6 fatty acids do not cause inflammation as previously believed. In fact, they can reduce inflammation markers. However, fighting inflammation isn't the only way omega-6 combats cancer. Their ability to enhance oxygen absorption creates an inhospitable environment for cancer cells, as cancer cannot survive in oxygen-rich tissues. Studies also indicate that increasing oxygen levels in the body can trigger apoptosis, or programmed cell death, in cancer cells. So by consuming foods containing these double bonds, we not only ensure our body's electromagnetic field operates efficiently, but also create an environment that helps prevent cancer.
But if this seed is ground, immediately exposing these empty spots, that ground seed will deteriorate within an hour because the light, heat and oxygen will be attracted into those spots, causing the oil to go rancid.
Did you know that grinding seeds can cause their oil to go rancid within just 1 hour? Surprising, isn't it? But don't worry, there are simple ways to prevent this and ensure you get the freshest, healthiest oils. As Dr. O'Neill explained, ground seeds become prone to rancidity due to their sensitive fatty acids being exposed to light, heat, and oxygen. This rapid deterioration not only affects the taste and aroma of the oil, but also reduces its nutritional value. Here's a better option. You can keep seed oils fresh and high quality by grinding the seeds just before consuming them. Try to use ground seeds or their oil within an hour to minimize exposure to oxygen, light, and heat. It's as simple as that. Another helpful tip is to store whole seeds in a cool, dark place and keep ground seeds or oil refrigerated to extend their shelf life and preserve their freshness. Next up, we'll dive into omega-9 fatty acids.
Called a monounsaturated fatty acid. Mono meaning one double bond, unsaturated because there is still an empty spot on the fatty acid chain.
Omega-9 fatty acids offer a range of health benefits, from lowering cholesterol to improving heart health. However, one of their most powerful effects is their ability to combat Alzheimer's disease. The key lies in erucic acid, a notable omega-9 fatty acid found in mustard oil. To put it simply, Alzheimer's is characterized by cognitive decline and memory loss, which significantly impact the lives of those affected. Research has shown that erucic acid may enhance cognitive function and improve memory in individuals suffering from this debilitating condition. Studies also indicate that erucic acid helps regulate the buildup of very long-chain fatty acids in the brains of patients with X-linked adrenoleukodystrophy, XLALD, a genetic disorder that affects the nervous system. This represents a significant breakthrough in supporting patients with complex neurological issues. Next, we'll delve into medium-chain fatty acids.
What about coconut? Coconut oil, instead of being a long-chain fatty acid like these three 18-chain fatty acids, coconut contains short and medium-chain fatty acids. I have drawn a 10-chain fatty acid here, which is considered a short-chain fatty acid. There are no double bonds in coconut, so every spot is full. And in the cold weather, it's a solid fat. So this fat is called a saturated fat. Saturated because there are no double bonds.
Not all fats are created equal. As Dr. O'Neill pointed out, saturated fats commonly found in coconut oil have a different structure compared to unsaturated fats. Saturated fats do not contain any double bonds in their fatty acid chains, meaning every bonding position is filled with hydrogen atoms. This structure makes saturated fats stable and solid at cooler temperatures. While often perceived as unhealthy, saturated fats are actually essential for a balanced diet. They provide a slow-burning and long-lasting energy source, helping you maintain energy levels throughout the day.
So the coconut is unique in that the breakdown happens in the mouth. So when it comes down into the stomach, it's already having its breakdown. When it comes into the duodenum, it doesn't need bile, doesn't need pancreatic lipase, and gets absorbed not into the lacteal, not into the lymphatic system, but it gets absorbed straight into the blood. The blood immediately takes it to the liver, and the liver burns it as fuel. What an amazing oil. So to say that saturated fat causes heart disease is an unscientific statement. It doesn't make any sense because it's the saturated fats that the body uses for fuel.
Similarly, saturated fats undergo rapid breakdown during the initial stages of digestion. This means that by the time they reach the stomach and duodenum, they are already on their way to being absorbed. The great thing about saturated fats is that they do not require bile or pancreatic lipase enzymes for digestion, allowing them to bypass these needs. This makes saturated fats an excellent choice for individuals with digestive issues, liver disease, or pancreatitis. And when it comes to the type of oil you should completely avoid, here's what Dr. Barbara O'Neill has to say.
How do they make margarine? Let's say they're going to make it out of flaxseed. Well, they've got a problem, and that is it's liquid. So we've got to make it solid. So what they do is they saturate it with hydrogen ions, and that causes one of the hydrogen atoms to flip over to the other side, which now means the double bond's gone. And to be able to saturate it with hydrogen ions, they have to use a catalyst. And the catalyst is usually aluminium. That's probably the most common catalyst. And I think most people are aware of the link between aluminium and damage in the brain. Now we've got a solid fat. That's a very dangerous fat. In fact, it's only one molecular structure short of plastic. And when margarine comes into the body says, I do not recognize you. And so what it does, it quickly has to either store it. We're talking about lipomas before, you know, those fatty lumps that people are getting in their body. It's basically, well, there are a few theories, but one theory is that the body can't get rid of the poisons quickly enough, so it just binds it up in a little fatty lump.
To create margarine, manufacturers typically start with liquid vegetable oil, such as flaxseed oil. As Dr. O'Neill explained, the liquid oil must be converted into a solid state by saturating it with hydrogen ions. This hydrogenation process causes the double bonds in the fatty acid chains to break, resulting in a chemically altered solid fat. The issue is that this process requires a catalyst, often aluminum, which has been linked to potential brain damage. Moreover, when margarine enters the body, our system does not easily accept it, leading to storage in small fat deposits known as lipomas, which, while rarely cancerous, are still far from ideal. So now you have the full picture. There are oils that can support and heal the body, helping to prevent a range of illnesses. Start incorporating them into your diet to enjoy their health benefits. However, remember to use them in moderation, as excessive consumption can lead to weight gain and other unwanted side effects. You should also avoid margarine, as it is considered an unhealthy fat. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more valuable content. Plus, share this information with your friends and family so they can benefit too. See you in the next video.